Hi Cancer, welcome to the channel. Today's reading is your New Year's outlook. So we are going to look at the first quarter of the new year, January, February, and March, and we're going to see what energies are coming in for you and some advice on maybe how to manage it. So hopefully by the end of it we will have a nice high view picture of what the first 3 months of the year are going to look like for you. So Cancer, if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you stopped by. I post both scenario-based and some calendar-based readings here on my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So nice to see you again. I usually say to take the parts of the message that resonate and leave the rest because these are general messages, but do keep in mind that because these are predictive, may not resonate fully today. So feel free to enjoy the story of the cards and then you can come back and let me know how it resonates after January through March. Or if it resonates today, we can take it as a message for you today. That's okay too. All right, so Cancer, I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year. All right, so starting your reading, your major theme in January is transition. Ooh, we'll have to see what is changing for you, but transitions are always positive. Always positive. All right, so Hermit, Queen of Wands, Temperance, Knight of Cups. All right, so I see you really listening to your intuition in January. So the message of the Hermit is calling us to do the inner work, to go within, travel. It's a card of travel. So traveling within. You may also be connecting with a Virgo or an earth sign who travels a lot. But anyway, the message is saying, like, take the journey inward. And I think that journey inward is going to reveal to you how powerful you really are. Something very passionate here for you is going to be revealed to you. And I feel as though, like, even though it's very fiery and very passionate, so the Queen of Wands, like the way I read her, it doesn't really matter what deck she's in. I'm like, I call her a sexy lady. So you might come out of this journey inward feeling very good about yourself. You're very playful, very creative, but there is a part of me that wonders if maybe the Queen of Wands energy may have taken something a little too far, like just beyond the edge of your boundary or someone else's boundary or something like that. So the Queen of Wands can overstep at times. And so with this Temperance and Knight of Cups, I see you tempering whatever it is that you are being called to go inward and examine. So it could be anything, but I feel with the Knight of Cups, you could be apologizing, making amends, soothing a situation here. So if this is not you, this could be someone in your life. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I usually read the Queen of Wands specifically to Aries. Does not have to be. It can be someone who is very fiery in nature, very passionate. This particular card has the sunflowers on it, so that may be relevant to some of you here. Then if this is someone outside of you, then they are coming in to make amends and to smooth things over. And so that might be what is transitioning you. You're either transitioning into a place of awareness and self-discipline, or someone is trying to transition a tumultuous time into a smoother, like smoothing out the edges of something with you. Let's get some clarification for you here. Alrighty, Cancer. So here we have detachment and influence. So that makes me think more of the storyline where someone overstepped and there may have been some sort of influence. It's possible that maybe someone said something when they'd had too much to drink, and now maybe an apology is in order. So something like that. But with this detachment, that reminds me a lot of the hermit energy and becoming self-disciplined, um, smoothing out rough edges, um, tempering emotions, like not letting something or someone get your goat if effectively, or something along those lines. So the Queen of Wands can have some moderately toxic behaviors, and so whatever those might be, so she's very flirty. She's um, can be a little hot-headed. So I see that being tempered and mellowing out. I feel like you might be mellowing out, Cancer. And Cancer, like, you're very nurturing, you're very loving. So this might also be someone who is having an impact on your life. So it may not actually be you. So please take it as it resonates come January. We have confidence is the key to your success. So yeah, I'm going to read that as coming into alignment, and feeling very good about who you are. So something may have happened in December or early January that you may not feel very good about. You might even feel ashamed, or like deeply out of alignment, deeply out of integrity. That's the word I was looking for. Like, so you may have stepped out of your integrity. And so again, I'm going to let that reiterate what I have said, in that you or someone who is impacting you are going to bring yourself back into that integrity. All right, so in February, we have enchantment. Ooh, that's exciting. Let's see what that's about. I mean, Queen of Wands is pretty spicy, so maybe we're going to be doing some flirting in February. We'll have to see. Ace of Swords. Seven of Wands. Okay, maybe not. The Tower. Maybe no flirting. Page of Pentacles. All right, so we're going to have this moment of truth that's going to come in for you in February. And I feel as though, like, I'm sort of seeing this reaction of someone who's like, they hear something and then they sort of throw their hands up and they're like, whoa, I am hands off of that. Not my circus, not my monkeys, is sort of the vibe that I am getting here. And so at the time, someone's going to have some defensive energy. I feel like it might be you. You might be connecting with a Scorpio, an earth sign, or an air sign, but I get a lot of Scorpio here. So whatever it is, that something's going to get said, or there's going to be an epiphany, a new way of thinking, and that you'll resist it at first, is what I'm hearing. You'll become defensive or resistant. And I feel as though eventually you will have to surrender to it. It's like you won't be able to keep up the resistance. It will become too exhausting. And so I feel as though you will eventually surrender to it. Now, the thing to keep in mind about the Tower is it is always in our favor. And the reason it is in our favor is because it exposes the cracks in the foundation that allowed the Tower to come down in the first place. So it's very revealing, very revealing. And with this Ace of Swords here, like, it's like a piercing revelation, possibly, but it affords you the opportunity to correct the cracks in the foundation and rebuild whatever has come down in the fashion that you so desire. So we had influence here, we had the Queen of Wands here, so if there was some indulgence that was being tempered, I feel as though you'll really get to the root of it here. If this is connecting back to January, you'll really get to the root of it here. But with this Page of Pentacles, I feel like you'll go about rebuilding this tower very differently than when you originally built it. So I'm hearing paying more attention to the fine print. And this may have to do with a home loan or something financial. Um, it- but that's really what I'm hearing is paying more attention to the fine print. Now, people can have fine print too. So this may have to do with getting down into the nitty gritties of the mechanics of your relationship. So it could be, yeah, so take that as it resonates, but you're going to come into some knowledge or an understanding. You will have an understanding of something that you will first be resistant to, but it will cause a lot of positive change. This is divine timing. This is like the universe steps in to course correct. Not that you were necessarily on the wrong path, but it could be protecting you from the wrong path in the future. Page of Pentacles can be apologies, it can be offers, tangible offers, which is sort of why I thought maybe there was something to do with a bank loan for some of you. The enchantment makes me think the Ace of Swords is an epiphany also. So take that as it lands. Let's get some clarification here. Look, we have intuition and endurance. So some of you, I think, despite the shakeup, your gut is going to tell you to stick with it. The Page of Pentacles is telling you to stick with it. Yeah. I think that you will find some courage through this situation, and I think you will feel guided. This is a divinely guided moment, and I think you'll recognize it. I really think that you'll recognize that this is divinely guided for you, and you will keep going. Like, I feel like you have guardian angels coming in for you here. A time to give rather than take. The Page of Pentacles is very giving. New moon in Virgo. So some of you might be helping someone get a loan. It may not actually be your loan, but some of you may be helping someone secure something. So a time to give rather than take. What I'm taking from that is Spirit is saying in February, when you have this moment, this aha moment, or this moment of truth and clarity, they're encouraging you not to be too defensive about it. So you can be defensive, or you can strategically retreat. And I'm getting encouragement here that you'll be able to tell that this was divinely guided, and so you will be more strategic about how you retreat rather than just like throwing up your hands and saying, I'm not going to do this, which is not very Cancerian, but you know, we all have our limits, right? All right, so in March, let's see what we have. Major theme is balance. How nice. After all of this, you might really need some balance, or you might be ready for some balance. You might be finding balance. Let's see what we have. Oh, this is the wrong deck. I love that deck. That's why I'm shuffling it. Okay. All right, so 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, courage. There is that courage coming in for you. So look at the similarities here in these cards. Wrestling the lion. Reaching right into the mouth of the lion. What is that? That's like a chokehold. Love it. All right. So that is also the number 8. We have the number 8 here for you may not necessarily see the way out at first. Or what you may not see coming is some conflict, competition. But I really feel that I'm reminded of the detachment card here. It's like you're going to be watching it kind of over here. It's like this is so weird. What I'm hearing is the only way to win the game is not to play. So I see you not feeding into any drama. There's going to be a moment of drama, and I think you're going to choose to maintain your balance by stepping over here. Like giving yourself some distance from something and having the courage to disengage. Another possibility here is you may not see coming some conflict, and this conflict might force your hand. So you may feel forced to make a decision here, and if you do, you will have the courage to step up and make the decision that is right for you. There's some drama coming in March for you. I can't really tell what it is yet. Excuse me, but it's going to put at risk the balance that you've created for yourself after this Tower moment in February, and I feel like you're going to choose to maintain the balance rather than feeding into whatever drama. You may not initially know how to handle it, so I actually see you sort of like freezing and not really doing anything, and then taking a moment and very intentionally making the decision to maintain your balance as opposed to letting someone bait you. Affair. Interesting. So that could be the competition that we were talking about, and exaltation. That could be the competition. I'm going to take affair also to be like affair. So for some reason this card like when I'm seeing a carnival. So I see you sort of looking at a situation and being like calling them clowns, or kind of calling it a carnival to be like, this is silly. I don't see you being very impressed with whatever's going to happen at the beginning of March here. I do not see you being particularly engaging. I don't see you feeding into it, because I kind of feel like you're like, y'all crazy is what I'm hearing. And then exaltation. So I'm going to take that as confirmation that you will have the courage to not let it pull you down. You're going to maintain your balance. And so for some of you, that may be a massive feat to not give in to whatever drama is coming in for you here, because it's so easy. It's so easy to get sucked into things. So I applaud you, because I see you detaching, disconnecting, sort of saying, I hear you saying, this is going to sort itself out. I don't need to get into it. And that's so wise, Cancer. All right, now we have a new romantic cycle begins. So with that said, maybe affair is a flirtation that is going to be coming in for you at the end of March, moving into April. So that's interesting. We will have to take a look at that when we look at the second quarter reading. I cannot wait to do that for you later on in the year. If you have not subscribed already, please do. I'd love to have you as part of my community. It's been an honor to read your cards. Feel free to drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. I always love connecting with you. I wish you Happy New Year and best of luck, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye, Cancer.